Welcome.
All right, y'all. What's up, y'all? This is GPC Podcast. It's your boy Izzy. I'm SG. We got Jay Rilla. We got White Owl. And our special guest, we got Babyface Assassin, professional boxer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Where
sir. How
the
you
gloves
been,
at?
man?
You didn't bring the gloves?
In my car.
He's in the car. So, how's your day, man? What you been up to?
Work.
Working? Yeah. What you do for work?
Paint body shop.
Paint body shop.
I'm
Okay.
trying to be a painter.
Okay. You be trying to do the candy paint? Have you tried?
Nah, I'm barely prepping. So
Okay.
I'm getting it ready for prep and get it ready for to get sprayed. Really
Okay, so you just like you laying down the tape and all that.
setting up everything, sanding it, preparing it.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All right, for
That's
sure.
dope.
For
So
sure.
you gonna be a pro painter, but are you still doing boxing, or are you training, or do you plan to train, or have a gym or something?
Nah, I be just training, keep my weight down.
Man,
Yeah, man.
but just so y'all know, he's about to train me too. So trying to
Dang.
hey, but you know what? I might. I'll show it.
you need training too.
Hey, yeah.
Can you train all of us?
Hmm.
Okay.
Hey, what'd you think about? You saw Canelo Munguia?
Yeah.
What'd you think about that combo? He caught him with the left hook, right uppercut.
The uppercut got him. With the uppercuts,
He dropped
they're-
him right.
Man, the uppercuts, they different.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the way it's unexpected. So when your head gets hit a certain way, that twist just drops you crazy.
Man,
But
Put you in the days.
yeah.
Get confused, man.
you got hit before with uppercut?
Yeah, I've been dropped too with
Oh,
uppercut.
okay. Oh, yeah.
Like, I be keeping it.
I got dropped with a hook one time. My boy Drastic,
funny.
you know him.
Yeah. With a left hook?
He dropped me one time, and my back of my head hit the pavement.
Oh,
Dang.
I went black for a minute.
Damn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Speaking of that, I was sparring my homie last night, and he hit me with a mean uppercut, bro. My head throbbing right now.
Yeah.
My head on 10.
You still feel it?
bro.
Dang.
Yeah, because he's small and he's fast. So like I was just going at him because I'm a big guy, and so when I get in the square, I'm just Once I put my hands down, he went clink 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 clink. I was like, hold on, bro. Like I couldn't even put my hands up. Man,
Damn.
yeah, my face is on 10.
We're
right
glad
now.
you made it
You
today.
gotta be
Yeah,
able to, you gotta be able to take it too.
Oh, yeah, for
not
sure.
just dish it. That's
Yeah.
the hard part. Is
Yeah.
Also
And,
taking it.
Yeah, I don't know. I get pretty competitive when I'm sparring because I used to fight a lot in my middle school years, and so like all these hits I was feeling I haven't felt in a while. So I was just like yeah, bro, like come on, give me more, bro. Like I was like,
football
come
too,
on.
right?
Yeah, I played football too.
Dang. You
So-
like taking hits.
So how long you been fighting, Eric?
Man, I've been in boxing since probably about 23 years, but active maybe I say about 17 because there was a couple of years where I just veered off from the streets and just
He was a
live
gangster.
life and
Just enjoying it for the thrill, really.
what?
Just life in general.
Yeah, in life.
It takes you and drift you off to many places.
because man, boxing's real discipline, man.
It really is. It
Yes.
puts you in a mindset where you have to sit there and keep consistency unlocking everything. You can't just sit there and slack off a day. You got to pick yourself up, be like, man, I don't want to do it. I don't want to sit there and get jabbed in my forehead all the time, but I got to learn how to get out of it. I got to learn how to
That's
do
where you
it.
have to work, do cardio, you have
Yep.
to do your training, you have to do. Man, it's a lot. It's a lot of discipline, man.
It is.
To wake up, go run, eat right.
That's the
Man,
hardest
eat-
part, right? Eat right.
Yeah, eat
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Is that harder? Like training? Is that harder than the actual fight?
To eat right?
Yeah.
Like to eat right, to discipline yourself, be like, because you gotta like, especially
Hit a
fight
weight,
week, you
right?
gotta hit weight, right? So you gotta
Yeah.
like kind of
Yes.
starve yourself.
You be hungry.
Somewhere, yeah, man. Like to the last bit, like the last days is a handful of food. Just depend what you eat, man. A lot of people have nutritionists, so that they help.
Yeah.
And but me, I was always on my own, and
So how'd you get into fighting?
my dad,
Your dad was a fighter, or what? He just put you in boxing?
he just put me in boxing. Just
Oh,
me and my brothers, and I fell in love with it. And then all my brothers tagged along, and my oldest brother veered off because he got in at 16, 15, 16. But he veered off into just girls and stuff like that. And me and my other brother, we went the furthest where he was ranked two in the nation. He was like real talented. Me and him were competitive, and I was right behind him. But I just turned pro quick, and I had just doing different moves, and I was ready to get into the streets. And
Yeah.
I was misled by a good friend of mine, man. I'm talking about. I think you seen a Bronx Tale. Never seen it?
Y'all
The
never.
Bronx
That's a
Tale.
good
That's a
movie.
gangster movie right
It's a
there.
really beautiful.
Now, what he says, man, the saddest thing is to see a waste of talent.
Man.
And my friend that was beating everyone, he beat Terrence Crawford in the finals. If you look in the finals, who he lost to? He lost to Jesus Mendez, which is a cold dude. He beat Danny Garcia, and man, he beat a lot of, a bunch of boxers, right? But he just veered off into the streets, and
Man.
I looked up to him, but I was chilling with him. So when I seen him doing that, I was like, I'm gonna start doing it too. And the one thing led to another, and I just went to the streets too. And man, but
I have a question. Just your opinion about something. I was watching Family Feud not that long ago with Steve Harvey, and one of the questions was how many fights does a person have in a lifetime, and the number one answer was one. I mean, what's your opinion? What's your thoughts on that? Is it ridiculous or what? What you think?
Repeat.
He's saying on.
Okay, on
Family Feud.
Family Feud.
Yeah.
Family Feud. At the end they ask them questions, so you can win $20,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
One of the questions was how many fights does a person have in a lifetime? Some people said 5, some people said 6, 7, and they score was low on them, like 5, 10, and the number one answer ended up being 1. Like, in other words, they survey said the average human being only has one fight in a lifetime. And what's your thoughts on that?
How many you had?
I never took count. Definitely 15 or more, something like that.
Minimum. What about you?
I don't know. It depends what you consider a fight.
Yeah.
If you don't swing back, is that a fight?
No.
I got to fight with a cop
Yeah.
one time.
There's different
But
kind
how
of
many besides
My
that?
dad whooped
I don't
the
know.
cop one
10, 15, maybe 20.
What about you? How many
I've had a
fights you-
bloody face.
There's different kind of fights that we all can go through.
Just,
Back in the day, I wish I knew
So
MMA.
a fight is two people fighting back.
yeah.
Yeah.
You.
Lost count kind of too.
You lost
Man.
count?
What about you, friendly?
I got jumped one time when I worked at the club. I got jumped.
Man, jump's different.
Yeah, that's not a fight. Yeah, no. So I don't think I've ever been in a fight. Well, domestic violence, but not like a girl fight.
Right.
Now you look friendly.
Yo, mama.
I ain't on the mic.
How many fights you had?
I can't tell you.
You lost count?
Nah, she been Christian her whole life.
She still got pending cases. She don't want to say nothing.
I was alternative school at 8th grade.
Yeah.
Oh, alternative school, you already know she got in fights.
She was
Ryder
fighting.
Hoffman.
Man, thank God.
All right, Mike Tyson.
He changes people. How many fights have you had?
In the streets? Man,
No, not streets. Like
And
professional.
Professional fights.
I mean, would sparring count? I had some rough sparring.
Sparring.
people
I think
believe-
sparring. I
Yeah.
believe sparring
Sparring.
counts.
You get
Sparring
knocked out in
counts.
sparring.
Man, I've been hundreds.
Right.
over
Countless.
that. I mean, yeah, it's just every day.
Every day, for sure.
I'm talking about
Definitely
10
is.
since I was 10, 11.
So if you could think of a number, what would you say?
Man, that's stupid.
So like hundreds?
Thousands, man.
Yeah.
500.
Yeah, because like I saw Munguia, when he was a youth, he went like on a 70 fight streak. I was like, 70 fights?
Yeah.
As a youth, I was like, man, that's a lot of fights.
Amateurs, you you can have 500. You can have,
Dang.
you can have, like me, I had like 80, 90. And I beat people with 200 fights that was world champions and Eric De Leon, Miguel Flores. You know Miguel?
No.
Nah.
Miguel Flores. Yeah.
Yeah. I fought him, amateurs. Isaac Torres, he's going to fight tomorrow. So, no,
Sure.
Thursday. So, yeah.
Man, that's a lot of fighting. Your whole life is fighting.
Yeah, man. Even
So-
even outside of that, it's just
Yeah.
So
Like-
real quick, just like so we could kind of know about your story, bro. So you started boxing,
Yeah.
and then it got to like a level to where you ended up like on the fight card with Tank Davis,
Yeah,
Pitbull
man.
Cruz. Like, how did that happen? How did you like come up a little bit and end up on Showtime and the
man,
Zone?
just connects. I mean, I have a friend that he's plugged in good, so I think really me taking the risk is what got me out there. and I sold myself short for thousands. I thought I would do it for a long time, but man, that man, you can only fight for so long, man. So I had the wrong mentality, and I'm like, man, I make 5,000, 6,000 every month, every other month. I thought it was life, man, but I was just messing up my health, and so man, it's a tough sport. A lot of people die in that ring. Like I fought right behind Patrick Day. If you don't know who he is, we in Chicago he got knocked out, and then on the way to the hospital he passed away.
I remember that
That's
story.
sad.
Yeah, it's sad, man. You have to really be dedicated to the sport, or just.
So when you go in the ring, you have to be able to have the mentality that
It's war.
you might not come out.
That's why you train all day, all night, man. Cause
It's a real sport for sure. Like,
yeah, man. It's,
like I don't train or nothing like that. I got like three concussions from football, and so me sparring with my brother, I go outside and we don't do no light stuff. Like we're brothers, so
Yeah.
we're finna go at it, and it's like I go in there and I do my thing, but I also I'm kind of cautious too, because I'm like I know what can happen. He done got me sometimes where I done felt like, shoot, bro, like I don't know if I want to keep doing this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, they been fighting like that, bro.
Because especially if you're moving with all that momentum and stuff like that, you're not really. I guess it depends on how you are and how you fight. I guess what your mentality is during a fight. You're either analyzing all your moves and stuff like that, or you just swinging. So my brother, he just be swinging, so he be hitting me in the back of my head. And I'd be like, dang, bro.
Yeah, that's dangerous,
Like,
bro.
like you gotta chill, bro.
I just posted that someone passed away like that. Like he got hit, and the referees, they don't call it because it's political.
It's part
man.
of
Yeah.
right. It's part of the sport.
She knows who A side, who's B side, so she don't let stuff slide. And yeah, man, it's
I think what really messed me up about that too was I saw this post on my Instagram where this dude, I don't know, I think he was a champion and he was pretty good, but then he got to this ring with this one dude and he kept getting hit in the back of the head, and after that fight he couldn't even fight anymore. He was wheelchair bound and like he couldn't talk, like he couldn't
There's some sad stories, bro. I
Yeah.
looked up some stuff, and there's people that got knocked out and just wasn't the same. Talking about his wife or whoever's looking after him, be talking to him. He can't hear. He be, what?
Because he's so.
There's it's the legal blows, bro. Getting hit behind the head. Like, there's been time, bro, like, I'm talking about, I be fighting some beasts. Like, I've been fighting killers from the jump. That's why I should took my career different and built myself up like everyone else does by fighting a bunch of punks and then fight an undefeated guy, get some good money, like real money. And I just sold myself short. I just had no real guidance, and then I thought I knew everything. I thought just, man, I want to do what I want to do.
Yeah. So, what was you doing before boxing?
Before,
Yeah, like
Kindergarten.
Like
Pre-K, coloring.
What was your hobbies? Was you in the cut with your friends?
Or like
In
he
the
said,
streets?
did you have dreams like I'm gonna grow up to be a veterinarian?
Nah,
I'm gonna grow up
I
to
started
be a doctor?
boxing. I started boxing young, so my whole life was I'm gonna be a boxer, I'm gonna be a champ, because I was already moving and advancing as soon as I just became open. So when you fight, you're either all comer, which is the first time, sub novice, under 5, novice, 10 fights and young, and then open 10 fights, and after that, on my 10th fight, I beat the last year's national champion. So I think I got it. So my whole life I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just be a boxer. I'm gonna be a boxer.
You think it's good for them to start young like that? Because on Instagram, I follow, I don't know if you know them, but there's some kids, they're 3 brothers from Cali. They're like 10, 9. I need to look them up, though. But I'm talking about these kids be sparring with blood coming out their nose. But they're good, though. They're like beasts. But I'm like, man, I don't know if that's like, is that good? Is that safe for a youngster to get hit like that?
I don't know. I would approve it, but
You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
That's
Yeah.
me and this
It
dude
just
right
runs
here.
through.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
would let your kid, like, if you would let your kids be in boxing?
Yeah.
As if he want to.
I think.
I would love for
limited.
my daughter to be an MMA fighter though.
Oh, in MMA. That's a whole different field, too.
Yeah, it is. It's
A whole different field.
grappling and
Yeah.
kicks.
Jiu-jitsu,
See, I don't
Muay
like all
Thai.
that wrestling stuff, but I would join MMA just so I can learn Wing Chun. I be watching a lot of Ip Man, bro.
Wing
Stop playing
Chun.
with me, bro.
They don't
You
do
gotta
Wing Chun
learn,
and
you gotta learn
and
something
MMA though.
like Muay Thai or something
yeah,
like that.
you gonna get dropped real quick.
Yeah,
What
sure.
you mean? Ip Man don't get
Man.
dropped. if Ip Man don't get dropped, I won't get dropped.
just
It's
for the
all
movies.
right. Ip
Until
Man,
you
exactly.
get hit.
It's all
Everybody
right.
got a plan.
Nah.
It's different, man. Once you get hit, it's a whole different ball game, man.
Oh,
It's,
I'll
it's-
really
It's basically war in that ring. The
yeah,
whole
it's
arena,
kill to
man.
be killed. I broke my jaw my fourth fight, and I broke in the second. I had to fight 3 rounds with it broke. That's a mean pain.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about some
It's
type
just
of man. Then
He busted my nose one time when we was sparring.
How, like what was going through your mind? So like you got hit, you felt like an intense pain, or you couldn't move your jaw no more, or
I
what?
told my
Yeah.
corner, man, I think my jaw broke, but it was like a slight. Like you see
Like a
where
crack?
it was at?
Yeah.
It cracked. Yeah, so it was a fracture. So it was a hairline crack in my
Yeah.
jaw. And I told my corner, say, I think my jaw broke. He said, you want me to stop it? I said, nah, man. Like, I had a lot of pride. I was like, I would tell my coach, like, man, let me die in that ring.
Mm.
Don't ever stop the fight.
Exactly. Never.
And it's boxing. Real
You
powerful, man.
know who that reminds me of that mentality that some Thai dude. I don't know his name. I don't know if y'all seen him on Instagram, but like he'll be like
Raw Tang. You think
Raw-
about
there
Raw
you
Tang.
go, that
yeah.
dude, Raw Tang.
Raw Tang.
that kind of, cause he's be like he'll let people choke him out, bro. Like he'll be like he'll just let it happen, and he'll knock out right there, bro. He don't care, bro. Like he got that mentality.
Well, Rotang's a
bro.
beast though. He's a professional.
Yeah, so
Like,
so it's like, man,
he went on a run. He's like crazy good.
I've been trying to catch up with you, like boxing and all that, cause I love the sport. I love it's beautiful, bro. I love the art.
Yeah,
and
it's,
like
it's science behind it.
Yes, it
exactly. So it's like
Like, you know,
it amazes me.
a good fighter that's real technical is Usyk. Alexander Usyk.
Was that
He's
the
gonna fight
heavyweight?
Fury. Yeah, he's gonna fight Fury. And
Oh, that's gonna be a good.
he fought Anthony Joshua. Joshua's like, man, he told Anthony, he's like, man, you hit hard. He said, man, F that, man, hitting hard don't win. Technique wins. He said, man, you don't hit hard, how'd you win? He said, because you're skilled. So
right.
you don't fight when he has to fight. When he wants to come forward, I'm gonna move.
Yeah.
Mess you up, and I'm gonna get in and out, and you're not gonna time me. If you do, I'm gonna get out. It's, man,
That's something my mama always told me. It don't ever matter the size or if anybody's stronger than you. If you got the skill and all that, you gonna drop homeboy.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
in the pros, if you have power, it takes you a long way.
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing. That's one thing I
But-
learned was
The tortoise beat the hare though. You know what I'm saying? Bars.
So like I got into UFC and boxing and all of that because when my uncle first came out of prison, he had got the UFC 3, I think, and it was Tito Ortiz, and that's who I was following for a little bit. I was watching Tito Ortiz.
he's
Triple
been
and all
gone
that
for what?
for a while.
Good minute.
Did y'all follow Tito Ortiz?
Yeah,
That boy, you know he's like super Republican. And this week he was speaking somewhere, and he tried to do a mic drop, and he threw it, and then it hit him in the head. And they were like, it was going viral. Like Tito Ortiz can't even do a mic drop right, man. Like, yeah, he's funny though.
Hey, where does your nickname come from? The Babyface Assassin.
Ooh, that's a
good
good one.
question.
Marco Antonio Barrera and who's the other guy? It was Marco Antonio Barrera and there's another fighter I forgot, but he had like a short reign, then he was out.
So they named you that?
Nah, I named myself.
Was that when you were like boxing, or was that like a street name, like, or you already kind of had it
street
thought
name
of?
was different.
What was your street name?
Louis.
Louis. Okay.
Sound like a rapper.
Yeah, like a
That-
rapper.
got
that
bars?
is
But,
rapper.
but when I was with Ronnie Shields, he changed it to Easy.
Okay.
So that I was with Easy for a long time. Well, oh yeah, I
He
was
said
with-
Easy E.
Ronnie Shields, he would call me Easy E because, man, like he made me a monster. I'm talking about. But I was alongside with Jamel Charlo, Jamal, and I grew up with them. I grew up with him. Grew up with Oceanique. He's gonna fight, man. A bunch of these champions right now. I grew up with all of them. It's crazy.
That's a crazy story. I was gonna ask you, bro, because time is short. But all that time, were you walking with Christ, or were you like not walking with Christ? 'Cause I seen some of your pictures where you have like God is good or some kind of Christian slogan on your shorts, right? Or on your jacket. But that time, were you walking with the Lord, or was there a time
At
where
the
you
end, I
weren't?
found Christ. And then at the end is where I found him. And I prayed on that last one. I prayed, man, like for exposure and just
Keep going.
and yeah, man, he just answered my prayers and I got some good little exposure. I fought on Tanks Undercard with Isaac Cruz and man, just. But at the end, man, God says, man, deny yourself and pick up your cross and follow him.
So are you
That's what I've been
still
doing.
an active boxer?
Nah, I'm inactive now.
You're inactive.
But what made you go inactive? Is it your walk with Christ?
Yeah, that takes about 90%, 95%. Like, I think about it and I be training, but it's a lot of discipline to box. So it's diet, get back to dieting. I'm walking around 168, 165, and I fight at 130. I ain't gonna fight no higher than that, probably 135, but man, it's some killers at that weight. And but I can maintain that. I mean, Isaac Cruz, same size as me, and
that dude's a beast.
the bees.
Do you think he's gonna fight Ryan Garcia, or should that be like a fight that should happen by now, or that rematch with Tank?
The rematch for Tank?
That rematch with Tank,
That
yeah,
makes sense.
that would make
I
a big
mean,
one.
But when he's gonna fight El Rayo next, right?
Oh yeah, he is.
So I
think,
fight
yeah.
El Rayo. And I rocked him in the last round, so I know Cruz is gonna take
Cruz
that
is gonna eat him.
nasty. Even when I fought Rayo, David Benavidez, he said, man, cause that's his boy. He said, man, he said, bro, you cold. I said, I know, but you give me 4 rounds. I mean, I can't do nothing. I'm barely getting warmed up, so it's different, man. So.
Man, so I heard a little bit about your testimony that you had got shot when you were in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your advice for like the youth? I don't know if you want to kind of talk on it. What happened with you and how there was like a bullet in your body, but all that happened while you were a boxer, right?
Yeah.
And before Christ.
Like during it, I guess. I think I got sidetracked and just fell off, and I was in the streets and just working. And man, I was just after the club, I went to the trap and I didn't want to go home. And my friends, we started fighting. And so the gunman, I had 2 gunmen follow. Just man, it's crazy, right? So I was looking at the gunman and say, Jessica's the gunman. And I was like, Dad, look, and I'm in a pickup truck. And it's like illegal tent, so you can't even see through. So I'm looking at him, right? I went like that, try to hide, like from hide. And he shot me right here, right? If he would have hit me right in my head, if I would just ducked and went like that. But when that happened, my hand just stopped moving. And for a long time, I had to wear a hand brace. And it picked up my fingers and helped me move. And for a long time, I wanted to shoot that guy back. But my friend got locked up. And I was like, you know what? That's when I found Christ. I said, you know what, man? I hope he found Christ. And my friend hit me up and said, man, I'm with that guy that shot you. He said, man, but I poured into him because he was saved too.
Man.
It's crazy, man.
So that guy's safe now?
Yeah, well, I hope. I mean, but my friend, he was tripping too, and we were going in and out of jail, DWI. He went in, came out, I went in. When I came out, he went back in. And then the 3rd time, he had killed someone in manslaughter and messed up his legs. And he's still in there. I think he had like 28 years, 29. And anyways, man, he found Christ. And he said, man, I'm with that guy who shot you in your back. Because the other one, he died by the cartel. They came and they handed up on him. And so, you live by the sword, you die by it, right?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. But
So if you could give the youth any advice, what would you say?
man, the streets ain't worth it. I think a lot of people know, man, it's just the streets are shady. Like, I was veering off to become a jack boy. Like, I wanted to be that person, just all by myself. Give me. Everything was just all selfish. The streets are selfish and shady. So, why ain't get caught up in it if you know what the outcome is going to be? I would say, man, just don't be stubborn, right? Like, a lot of people are stubborn, and if you have supports, people that's pouring into you, something that's going to help you in the future, just take it, because you're either going the wrong way or you're going the right way. At least try to go the right way. You're going to benefit yourself and your family, and just pay attention in school, find what you're good at in school, and pursue a career. Even when I tell fighters that I train, say, man, life is more than boxing, man. Like, find your career, man. Because what something happens, then what you going to do? You waste all your time. I know fighters that waste a whole life fighting. They don't know what to do. They hang up the gloves at 35, 40. You don't know. You don't know how to do nothing because your whole life you've been training. Spend all your time training, all this stuff and that. And that's why I'm kind of glad that I stopped when I did too, because I was going the same way. I would have hung them up and don't know nothing. I'm looking for next fight. Just messing myself up mentally, and man, this boxing is rough, bro. Like, there be time I be slurring, I be catching myself just tripping, just drooling, all kind of boxing crazy, bro.
Man.
But it come with the territory, so I mean, just.
And bless the Lord, you made it out
Yeah.
alive and well,
That's it,
and
man.
with a strong testimony.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And you have a lot to give to the youth in this generation because you got a lot of stories
man.
to tell. You've been places most people haven't.
And you're an example now.
Yeah,
So.
man. So I'm here to help the youth and pour into them and man, just spend time not for me and for them, and just invest into the future because that's what's next. This ain't me. I'm
Yep.
out.
Yeah, bro.
Amen.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We had a very inspiring conversation today, yo. This is GPC Chat. I'm SG, Izzy, Jay Riddler, White Out.
We done brought White out out of retirement.
Yeah, right. We got out of
It's
retirement.
gonna be an exclusive. It's gonna be on the Pay Me at Patreon.
And we got Babyface with us, our special guest, y'all. Clap it up. Clap it up. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all when we see y'all. Peace.